Neo Wiz. Is it Neo Wits or Neo Wiz? AMD. Together we advance. My controller was vibrating for some weird reason. What's up, Huey? How are you doing, bad dude? We're doing pretty good. I'm just looking over where we're at. Oh, made it to Ascension Bridge. Probably gonna go backwards and warm up a little bit. And I might fight Shield Bro in here, since I figured out how to kill one in a different location. And then after that, we're gonna continue on. Just getting the headset all situated so I don't have to worry about anything. Headsets are kind of interesting to get on when you're wearing glasses. Are you not getting sound? It doesn't look like you guys are getting sound. Give me a second. Yeah, that's weird. Give me a second here. Yeah, you guys can hear me fine. You can't hear the game fine. So give me a second. Hopefully this doesn't crash everything. Yeah, this is weird. Because, yeah, the audio is not transferring. Oh! Is that the bingo? Yep, okay, that's the bingo. Okay. Let's get warmed up now. Okay. Okay, now I know there's the shield guy that's in here. we're gonna kill him. One of these days I might have to play Atomic Heart on stream because there's a lot about this game that reminds me of Atomic Heart. And I know a lot of people haven't played through it, surprisingly. But I do think it's one of the better games to have come out this generation. Yes, I did, Moto. Thank you for the heads up, though. Go, another Legion caliber. That didn't help us much, but it was worth doing to see what we'd get. Now I just want to warp out of here because I'm ready. Might have a level up now, though. We make tomorrow. And tomorrow is another day. Sorry, that's like a super old movie reference. Might as well. Okay, we're at Ascension Bridge. Time unknown. Nice, Keeler.
do? I don't know. I can't make this choice. I think she wants to live, but what will you do? You have to decide. You, not me. Keep her alive, perhaps against her wishes, or give her peace. It's your call.
Thank you. I was trapped for so long.
Yeah, happy Friday, everybody.
So much
We made it to the end of the week.
So much pain. Take my ergo. I'll be with you to the very end.
Fairy. Her true power was the ability to move time. Half Moonstone. It's your wife's B-Day today? Well, happy birthday, Moto's wife.
We did do the right thing, didn't we? I trust you.
It's kind of interesting because I forgot we were on this big-ass stone building. Like, for a moment, I forgot because of the area we were in. They don't want to fight me one-on-one. Okay, so we got a shortcut door here. Staircase going up. Oh, that was an easy decision to make because we only need to go there. Seems like we're gonna get a lot of boss weapon upgrade material on the way. Half moonstone. I got stuck. Okay. I was kind of getting to a point there where I was like, I think they're exhausting all the enemy types, and I get surprised by new enemy types, which is kind of cool. It's kind of a reskin of an existing enemy, but he's got a new moveset. The guys with the thrusting swords. There we go. They have like servers in here. There we go. What do we have in the chest? Ah, another quartz. I think I have 2 quartz. Do I? I got 3 quartz. That's a big upgrade. Here. Basically, I can get like any weapon I want maxed out now. That's kind of nice. no illusory walls in this game. Maybe they think that's too on the nose. I'm trying to think, is there a Souls-like that has illusory walls? Another full moonstone to the Covenant. I think that's gonna be like a maxed out katana. Doing some exploring, because it looks like this walkway goes over this way. Oh, that's the way I came. Duh. There's the, I needed the, me and Keeler were talking about getting an I'm a Dummy emote together. And that's definitely one of those moments where I can even use I'm a Dummy. Just put a bow on it. Yep. Elevator. I got a feeling this opens up the shortcut gate. Wait, that's the way I came. I'm a dummy. Okay, so that's an elevator. This is a stairway that continues up. I'm gonna guess the elevator is the shortcut back. Let's check. Yep, now we get to spend those quartz. Do we have a level up? Nope. Or a teleport to the hotel. Now we go upstairs. Might as well grab gold coins while we're here. It's kind of cool to get a Legion arm slot. What? I never use it though. Is that enough for a level? If not, I will grind one. Okay, yeah, I'll grind one. Just kill a few more enemies and get a level, and then we'll push on. Actually did a lot of damage. There we go. There's the level up. We'll just finish this guy off. Okay. Let's level up. That'll satiate the the OCD. Okay, so heading up top.
Ciao, Bello. I had a feeling you were no ordinary kid, but I never expected to meet you here. It's a trivial matter. Everything is trivial in this part of the business, reward or no reward. The reason for kidnapping someone, or for blocking your path here. But if some audacious behavior helps my brother see again, that's a different story. In all honesty, I don't want to fight. Not you, at any rate. For one, it's a damned hassle. And why should I go out of my way to satisfy an employer who didn't pay me enough? It's not too late. We don't have to fight. Just show me some kindness, and I might change my mind. Thank you. This much? It might even cure him entirely. It's not fair, the way I've been harassing you. You're the only one who's ever been kind to us. I swear on my life as a stalker that your father is safe. My employer promised not to harm him. Go on then. Go to him. Geppetto's waiting.
It saddens me to see my precious son in a place like this. I wanted you to grow up as a good boy in a peaceful world. And yet, I think all I've taught you is blood and violence. This will be the last time I ask. I promise. Simon has gone completely mad. He's trying to become a god by using a tremendous amount of ergo. I don't know what kind of world he wants to build. Perhaps there's no stopping him. I trust you, my son, and I'm ready for any outcome. But I don't know what you think of me. Speak truthfully. For my sake. Was I a trustworthy father to you?
Yes?
I see. I have the courage to carry on because of you. Put an end to it all. And come back to your father's side. Remember the happy family we once were. We can become that again.
Figured. Okay, yeah, a bit of I don't think I need to restock, but I do it out of habit. How do I get to this chest? Assassin's Amulet. What this do? Increase critical attack. what they were doing by putting her in this small little hallway. That was a dirty move. I like it, but that was a dirty move. And cool. Looks like in about 15 minutes or so, we're gonna have an ad roll through. Behind her in here. She can wipe it. Dude. She's almost like a mini boss in this tight little hallway. I think I was out of reach of that. Okay. We know there's a jerk over here. How do you like it? Leaping amulet +1. Interesting. I didn't know there were going to be +1 amulets. There's the entrance. See, and then we came up that way on the beach. You can see the submarine out there. And you can see the city of Krot. Now, this game knows how to do a Souls-like. This game knows how to do a Souls-like. This is really important. That's kind of crazy. How do I get up here? Do I have to jump down from above? I feel like if I jump down, I'm gonna die. And I didn't. And it's only a star fragment. Have I come up that way? I have the Stargazer, right? So that's a no-go roof? Or was it just too far of a fall? I can't tell if I've been over in that building before or not, but it looks like a building that has something important. Just assume I've been there.
Did you feel that? It's like someone walked across my grave. I sense ergo everywhere. I mean, this place is saturated with it. Like what you'd expect from a mountain of dead puppets.
Toxic strong man. That's disruption. I thought it was a punch. That far of a fall. But I guess it was a kill box for just falling off that ledge. I think I forgot to put a quartz in. But that's fine. And I could upgrade the Falcon Eyes. Right in the face. Quartz. Speak of the quartz. Catalyst. We got a chest over here. Legion Caliber. So indeed, we have something to max out the Falcon Eyes. Get you off guard with that view. Just double checking the area. They wanted that. They gave you that view, and then they had that sneak attack from the left. I know what they're doing. Like a church way up here? Weird. That looks like someplace important. Father is like a god to his son, even I, Simon. Hey, what's up, Tron? Yep. Well, I thought, fine. Like I said, it's the final boss. We'll see. We'll see how that continues, Tron. But definitely, I have some feelings that that might be like, you know, like what's a good example? Like Twin Princes. Twin Princes is kind of the final boss of Dark Souls 3, or like like trying to think of a good example. Demon Souls is the perfect example where like False King Allant is the real final boss, and then you have King Allant, who's just kind of a joke for the sake of telling the story. But yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna get a beverage real quick. There's no flashing effects. Okay, cool. Thanks for the heads up, Tron. Those are spoilers I don't mind. That's a spoiler I don't mind. That's a spoiler where I'm like, thank you, because then I can kind of prepare myself. But so far, this game hasn't been as bad as some of the others I've played. Typically, the more like, I don't want to put it this way, but like anime style games typically bother me more. But this game hasn't really bothered me. And I think there's also something to be said about these games where most of the time the developers understand that visual noise is it just makes the fight unfair. Like, give the player a nice clear view of what they're doing, and they can engage with it and have more fun with it. We're gonna go upgrade the arm. Might as well, right? Max it out. Maybe that's even a trophy. Max out one of the arms, the Legion arms. So we'll see. There we go. Yep. How did I know? Might as well grab the gold coins while I'm here. It's a good thing I've been grabbing them, because then when I get into these dialogues, I'm able to give people gold coins. Finished today. What's cool about this game is that it has its replayability value, different weapons, builds, questlines, etc. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, definitely trying. I've noticed the weapon variety is pretty intense, and then statistically, like, you know, whether you go like technique, quality, or advanced, or a mixture, it kind of determines what weapon selection you have on offer, like a Souls game or a Bloodborne, which gives you that replay factor. Like Stellar Blade only having one weapon, like it's a blessing and a curse, because you only have one weapon in Stellar Blade. You can give that one weapon more animation sets, so you have tons of abilities and combos across that singular weapon. So you have like all the different things that Eve can do in that game. Whereas in this game, they spread it across multiple weapons, which adds like a build variety and build depth, which I think adds more replayability. So it's kind of like an interesting trade-off, like a really exciting first playthrough or lots of replayability. Yeah, and Sekiro's the same. Where Sekiro, the only thing you really kind of mix up is your shinobi prosthetic. But even then, most encounters have an optimal prosthetic. So if you're playing optimally, everybody kind of plays the same. And you get like your weapon art, you know, where you hold out the block and hit the attack button. And you do like, you start with Whirlwind Slash, but you get Ichimonji and all those other ones. Yeah, but there's an optimal weapon art for every combat encounter. So you kind of just, if you're running things optimally, you just kind of end up the same every time. Whereas like with this game, depending on how you stat, one person's optimal can be different than another person's optimal. And that I think is really good. Because like you said, it adds a lot of replayability. It makes you want to go back to the game and re-experience it. And it's why, like, 2,500 hours later, I'm still playing Elden Ring. Is because Elden Ring did that. Like, there's so much in Elden Ring, you can just keep going back and replaying it. Let's go back to where we were. Because we're at the Cradle of the Gods. So I do really like Liza P for this. I can see myself replaying this game. Whereas like Stellar Blade and some of the other Souls-likes I've played, I don't see myself replaying them as much as this one. Because like next time I could do like a motivity build, and that would be completely different than using this umbrella the entire playthrough. What's funny is last night on Discord, Moto said that he thinks that the umbrella is like a challenge run. Personally, I still think it's my favorite weapon in the game. I really like how snappy it is. But that's definitely a font for a boss encounter. So here we go. It's like corrupted Geppetto. Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one soon.
Behold, this is Ergo. Is it not magnificent? Distilled immortality and a key that opens a world with no lies. A key that unlocks true evolution. Give thanks. Ergo is a gift from me.
Nice.
Simon Marnus, who will transgress even God. Bow down to your God, who will be.
I love the tiny legs.
No! Show me everything you have, Puppet of Geppetto.
I knew that wasn't it. I knew that was phase 1.
This is evolution. Behold, as I discard this fragile body. Witness me. As
Witness
I grasp
me!
the power
I will witness you,
of
brother.
a true god.
Okay, this might get a little weird. That was fucking awesome. Whoa, that was close. Dude, I can't get an attack in edgewise. Holy screen shake, Batman. Okay. Second phase is a little weird, and I'm gonna have to get used to it. I think we're good. That's pretty good for a first attempt.
Show me everything you have, Puppet of Geppetto.
Once again, I'm having issues with the parry timing. And I don't know if it's me or the game or what. But we'll learn it. Just like we learn every fight.
Show me everything you have, puppet of Geppetto.
I feel like with him I have to be a little early. I need to learn these parry timings because that'll help me immensely in the second phase.
Show me everything you have, puppet of Geppetto.
Get that attack for some reason.
Face godlike power. Your time is running out.
That disruption shit is ridiculous. Am I supposed to run that? You never got the parry timing in, you dodged instead. You know, you got the amulets for increased damage against robots, the more zombie types and humans. Like, which category does this go under? Ooh, that's a good question. I think this probably goes under the zombie type. I could test it, but I am kind of stiff on my amulets.
Show me everything you have. Open up Geppetto. You face godlike power. Your time is running out.
Ooh. That's the combo. shit. Oh, man. Thank you. Thank you for the GGs.
So, it comes to this. The Blue Fairy, Sophia, decides the winner. Truly, I envy you.
Thank you, Huey.
Puppet my Sophia keeps turning back time to save. Is it her sense of duty? Or her contempt for me? Or does she truly care for you? I gave up predicting Sophia's actions long ago. But I'd like to hear your thoughts. Sophia, what have you done to her?
Sylvia. What happened?
Yes, I suppose that was her wish. Sophia was always wise beyond her years. Knowing the truth of people's minds is a curse. I would not have been able to bear it if it weren't for Sophia. Her pure heart was a tonic for my pain. That's why I wanted her. I did. But I couldn't have her in the end. So I tried to use this power to hold her. Even if these hands never could. It's fine if I'm gone. But be warned. Watch out for Geppetto.
Eliminated. Arm of God. Fallen One's Ergo. Before I do anything, I'm getting a restock. And potentially a level. A little short. Might as well sit down. I can also see what boss weapon I can get. Yep, got him, Tron. Now I'm gonna go see what the boss soul gives me, and I just bought my level up off of killing him. And then I'm gonna go back and see what progresses. Thank you, Tron. No, that was a really cool fight. That was a really cool fight. That actually might go up on my list of one of my more favorite fights in the game. Is the visual a little dark for you guys? Or are you just fine? Granted, I'm in a very dark environment. You know what I'm gonna do? Hey, what's up, Dark Souls? How are you doing today? Turn it up a few nits. Give it a little more saturation. I think we're good. Doing all right? Good to hear, man.
Do
Good to
it. See
hear.
for yourself.
Increase Fable Arts damage inflicted on a staggered enemy. You get a big old club. Noblesse oblige. That's all motivity. Can I still call the submarine? It's like, this is even really dark on my screen. Nope, you can't. Yep, we got a wave now. Keeler kept asking me to wave, so I did, and we got a wave. Yeah, there's definitely been some emote shakings. Some stuff got moved to follower tier. Some stuff got moved around. So we're limited on how many slots we get for emotes until the community gets bigger. So, it's kind of competitive. But I'm trying to be judicial and try to get the best emotes out there for us to have. The nice thing is I can track how often it tells me how often emotes are used in my channel and how often my emotes are used in other channels. So I kind of know which ones are the popular ones and which ones are not the popular ones. So it's not personal. It's just kind of working off the metrics. Okay, but now let's just grab golden coins. I'm compulsive like that, so we're gonna grab our golden coins. See, like, that's the thing, Keeler. That's what I'm starting to realize, though, man. Like, I appreciate the joke with the capture card emote, and it's hilarious, and I might throw it in the slot and have it there from time to time. If I'm playing a capture card game, I might throw it in. And that would be really cool. But then it's one of those things where when I go back to playing Elden Ring and there's no capture card, like, then it's just a wasted emote slot. So yeah, the one to 4K no, that one is classic, and I do need to get that one together. So when I play capture card games, it's available.
Soldiers like me are blunt.
Because like I can save them in Twitch and have them like approved, and like I have all the emotes we've ever had are all saved.
Monster? You don't mean the grand exhibitions? My God. I knew we shouldn't have come to this city. Why did Atkinson have to die that way? This should never have happened.
And it could, Keeler. Like, the wheel signifies any pain in the ass. The capture card signifies any technical issue. I could kind of see that. I could kind of see that.
Not what I signed up for.
I'll slip it in the emote slots and we'll see how often it gets used. Because some of them we put in and they never get used.
But I haven't forgotten your reward.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, Keeler. Like if it's the running gag, for sure, for sure.
I don't want to talk anymore.
So I think the thing is with this game is it's like Morality in this game is weird, and I kind of like it. And I could be missing the mark here a bit, but it feels like the morality in this game is not so much about whether you do good things or bad things. It's whether you tell white lies to make people feel good, or you tell them the truth even though it hurts. And I kind of like that. I kind of like that. It's an interesting way to do a take on morality. I like it. It's not so much like, oh, like you know, you like got like Knights of the Old Republic. Granted, this is old timey, but you got like Knights of the Old Republic where like you can like make somebody your friend, or you can tell them to jump off a cliff. Like in this game, it's more subtle than that. It's like, do you tell her that her friend became a monster and you had to put him down? Or do you lie to her so she can walk away happy thinking her friend went on to like do something? You know, or like he's still out there. And it's weird. And I like that. I like that because it's not so much morality. It's like, it's weird. I'm having a hard time explaining it. Have I watched the photo up in the office? I'm kind of confused by that sentence. No offense, Tron. Give me a second. Oh, are you talking about where they set up the group photo? Are you talking about when they set up the group photo? Oh, there's a picture on the wall in the office in the game. Oh, yes. Are you talking about the painting? The painting, Tron? Ooh, yeah. And I think its nose grows every time you tell a lie. And your English isn't that bad, Tron. After all of these conversations we've had, you're gonna say bad English? Yeah, see, the nose is growing. Okay, so we're gonna go back. Oh, I didn't spend my quartz, and I didn't... Whatever. Whatever. Yeah.
Now him, he really scared me. A human becoming a god? Terrifying. But a puppet becoming a human? Now you have my attention. Suit yourself, but sounds fun to me. I wonder, what'll happen now? I sure don't know. But I do know one thing. You're stuck with me, and I'm stuck with you, pal. Wouldn't have it any other way. Huh? That's...
I knew you could do it. We have all the ingredients we need. I dreamed of this day for so long. The moment you'd come back to life. You can be human again. By using that vast supply of ergo and the arm of God. I just need the final ingredient. The one that holds your memories and your lifespan. Your heart. If you give me your heart, all these trials and tribulations will be over. You have been a brilliant and a good boy. As your reward, I shall turn you into a real boy.
Yeah, he
Give
does.
me
He does,
your
Moto.
heart, son. I believed you were a good boy. But you insist on breaking my heart. Well, I suppose Carlo was mischievous.
The only reason I said no is because I
Seems
felt like
you
this is a
inherited
Gehrman
his
decision.
personality instead of his memories. But a father always looks after his children. Even naughty ones.
'Cause I feel like I'm
must be
standing in a
punished,
boss arena.
like you. In my own way, I grew to love you. After all, you're the puppet who would bring my son back to life. I'm disappointed in you. I didn't mean for this to happen. I believed you were a good boy. If you refuse, then I'll have to retrieve it myself. My son.
Okay.
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son. I never bound you to a grand covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you.
Okay. I feel like he's readable. I feel like he's really readable. And why scissors? Why scissors? Yeah, it is really cool how he has the strings attached, that he's like a marionette.
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son. I never bound you to the grand covenant of the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you.
Okay, he started simple, now he's starting to get more complicated.
Your freedom is not for you, but for Carlo. Your father flash. But there's no other way. If you can't find I'll make you a real human myself. After I lost you, my life was full of nothing but regret.
No backstabs.
If only I had spent more time with you. If only I had read you your favorite book. Father to son. Forgive me, Carl. Please regain your memories.
This is. This is Keeler.
How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
What? Hey, what's up, UC? How are you doing today, Buse?
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son.
See, then he's not giving me...
I never bound you to the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you. I knew you had gone astray. You troublesome little puppet. Your freedom is not for you, for Carlo. My father wanted to resort to the lash. There's no other way.
I was hitting dodge out.
If you can't find those memories, I'll make you into a real human myself. After I lost you, my life was full of nothing but regret. How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
It could be Moto. Could be.
You can become a real human. Come to me, my son. I never bound you to the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memory. I know you have got strength. You troublesome little puppet. Freedom is not for you, but for Carlo. But there's no other way. You can't find those moves. I'll make you a real human myself.
There we go.
How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
What the shit?
Someone doesn't give up. Who knows?
Did I fucking do it? Did I fucking do it? I fucking did it.
Going to destroy Carlos' heart.
Thank you for the pod champs. Thank you for the DVDs. Yeah! Kalima Shakti Dave, that motherfucker. How are you doing today, real dig bud? Oh, nice reverend. Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude.
Puppet.
Doing great, man. Just Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, that man. In the honor of the great writer Carlo Collodi. And as always, I'm gonna watch the credits because everybody in these credits took their time and their life to make one banger game. This game is a top tier game. Thanks for the celebrations. Thanks for all that good stuff. And thank you for the Indiana Jones. Dude, the Kalima Shakti Dave, man, fucking ripped that dude's heart out, dude. But yeah, I like this more than Stellar Blade. I was thinking more like a challenge run, Keeler. Thank you, Chabello. And I'm glad you recommended the game, Chabello. I really enjoyed this game, and I'm looking forward to a new game plus. Oh, maybe a sorcery only? No melee weapons? Maybe? I don't know. And don't get me wrong, I love Stellar Blade, and Stellar Blade had great combat. But there's something about exploring this world I found a lot more interesting than exploring Stellar Blade's world. Stellar Blade had like a conventional open world, whereas this felt more like a Souls-like open world. Like when we were talking about at the end, that final island, like all the way from the beach to the final boss. Like there's no illusion, it is what it is. Oh, yeah, cool. I will, Chabello, because I do know there's DLC on the way. And I don't know if you were here, Chabello, but I've heard rumblings, rumors. I don't know how factual they are, but the rumor mill is circulating that the sequel might be Wizard of Oz. They might do Dorothy and Wizard of Oz for the sequel. And I think that could be interesting. Having like the lion, the scarecrow, and the Tin Man as like NPCs or something, or potentially boss fights. I think they could do some interesting stuff with that. I like this idea of this like dark whimsy. But yeah, we're gonna sit through these credits because everybody on these credits, everybody, banger game. You knew that already? Rock and roll, Chabello. Rock and roll. Knew that already from this game. That's what I thought. See, you can tell from the stylization and the music, just like Stellar Blade, South Korean game. Dude, South Korea's been putting out the bangers lately. And their music has been top notch. But they got, I don't know, their whole K-pop farm is kind of weird. Rock and roll Tron. I figure I usually do that. Like with Souls, I always do that. Yeah, you never immediately go into New Game Plus. You at least got to take a moment to kind of get your surroundings. Plus, I'm one of those people where, like, after the stream is over, I'll probably go on the wiki and look up a bunch of stuff and see if there's anything I missed that I can grab before I roll the game over. Because that was my blind playthrough. That was a completely blind playthrough. Rock and roll, Tron. Thanks for the heads up. Gotta get my new controller out. My Xbox controller is completely defunct at this point, but pretty much using it like almost 10 hours a day, like 5 to 6 days a week for like 8 months. I'd say I got the life out of that controller. Did you kill him or not? I forgot what you did. Are you talking about on the ending? I think we killed Geppetto. I think Geppetto dies, if that's what you're talking about. And Xbox controllers are a lot cheaper than the PlayStation counterparts. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of like melee stuff on the Souls. I haven't done any casting in a really long time, so I might do just a pure casting build. I was thinking about doing like a Carrion Slicer challenge run, but I'm like, man, everybody's used to seeing me do melee. They know I can do that shit. So I don't know, we might do like a sorcery only run, which sets up some interesting routing to get some cold sorceries and stuff. Unreal Engine 4. I figured this wasn't 5. Oh, this says DLSS. Copyrights are usually towards the end of credits. These are respectful credits. If these credits are almost over. When I got done with Stellar Blade, that was like 20 minutes of credits.
I have a final report on the Krat experiment.
You certainly took your time, Paracelsus. Your findings?
I think we have a new brother. A new type of humanity, so to speak.
There are many forms of eternal life.
It's intriguing, and worth further observation.
Noted. And his own back anyway.
I'm counting on it. Expect another report at the next meeting. Paracelsus returning. Ah, and when I return, I will find her. For sure. Another key of ours. Dorothy.
There we go. So that's the rumblings I was hearing. Yep, okay. So yeah, they are yeah, and I saw an article a couple months ago about it when they were talking about the DLC. Okay. If you start the next playthrough, you won't be able to continue the current playthrough. Do you wish to continue? Yeah, I'm slow. All collectibles except records, credit supply boxes. We're gonna cancel. Yeah. Yeah. That's really cool. Okay, so can I afford a level up is the next question. Before I... Yep. When the final boss gives you exactly enough for a level, you know you finished a Souls game at the right level. Like, you know you weren't over-leveled and you weren't under-leveled. So I feel really good about that. That means we rock and rolled. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my gold coins, and then we're gonna hop off of this, and then we might start up that Elden Ring run, sorceries only. Can I be your Kevin Costner while you are my Whitney Houston? Yeah, just come over and watch my back, bro. Just come over and watch my back. Yeah, I've been meaning to talk about that, Keeler. I kind of mentally blocked that for a day or two, and I've been meaning to talk to you, but I was going to bring it up tomorrow in person. But yeah, R.I.P. Tony Todd. One of the horror greats. Cool. So we are going to exit the game. This game was fantastic. Yes, Candyman, Young Busey. Yes, Candyman passed away. He went back to Cabrini Green. You can go ahead. You can say the third time. I'm not superstitious. Free from the puppet strings. Rock and roll.